Claudia cooks, bring sunshine into your life with some lovely food and Caribbean spices, spices. Claudia cooks.
I'm doing some prep for tomorrow's dinner, and I've got in here jerk seasoning, all-purpose seasoning. This is dry jerk seasoning, all-purpose seasoning, chicken seasoning, salt and black pepper, and I've got a bit of oil on here. So I'm just going to rub this on the skin and all over, and then we're going to follow that up with some homemade jerk seasoning. This is going to be front and back. Time for the jerk seasoning. Ready for the fridge. See you tomorrow. Foodies, have I got a treat for you today? We are going big and bold today, but before we get into that, welcome back to Claudia Cooks. We're going to take a classic British Sunday roast chicken dinner, and we're going to fuse it with Jamaican jerk. Are you ready for that? Let's get cooking. But before we do that, all of the ingredients used in this video will be listed in the link below for you. Let's go. Woohoo! Friends, let's get that jerk chicken ready for the oven. Right, in this tray I've got some pineapples, thyme, pimento, garlic, and I've got some onions in here, and I'm just going to lay this on the top here before, wait for it, we're going to add some red stripe beer. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Let's do it. Right, this is just for some extra flavor and some Jamaican thing going on here. Now for the jerk chicken. This was prepped overnight, so now we're just going to lay that on top of that rack. Just add in a tad more of the beer to rinse the bowl that I seasoned the chicken in. Why not? This is a Jamaican fusion of the British classic chicken roast dinner. Yes, we've got the oven already being preheated to 180 degrees Celsius. That's about 356 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to roast that now, and intermittently we are going to baste it whilst it's roasting, and we're going to get that in the oven and roast it for about 45 to an hour 15 minutes. But obviously we're going to check in on that. So this is going in the oven now, and I'll see you back when I'm doing the next stage of this Sunday dinner. Right, time to add some chopped onion, and I'm using small onion. We're just going to saute this for a few minutes before I add in the garlic, and this is in preparation to make some stuffing. You know, because you can't have a Sunday roast without having your stuffing. I love it. And I wouldn't do my Sunday dinner, especially when I'm doing roast, without stuffing or Yorkshire pudding or roast potatoes. So, you know, that's it. So let that saute for a few minutes before we add our garlic in. Time for the garlic. That's 2 cloves of garlic chopped. We're just going to get that to fragrant, a minute or 2. Okay, that's done. Just going to turn the heat off and take it off the ring. For the stuffing, we're using 2 cups of breadcrumbs. I'm using panko breadcrumbs, and I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of butter, melted butter. In here we've got jerk seasoning, thyme and sage. And the sage was 3/4 teaspoons, the thyme was 1/2 teaspoon, and the jerk seasoning was 1/2 teaspoon. Now for the sauteed onion and garlic, just going to add that to the mix. We're talking about flavor, so we've got it right in this bowl here. Lots of flavor and we've got 2 pork sausages here. I've removed the outer skin that usually comes with sausages, and now we're just going to break it up into little pieces. 1 egg. Right, just don't forget to wash your hands when you're using raw meat and using eggs, and to that we're adding some salt, about 1/2 teaspoon, and we're going to follow that up with some black pepper. Let's give this a mix. I'm going to go in with my hand. Right, when you're mixing it and it feels a little bit dry, just pop a little drop of water in it to bring it all together like this. Let's roll these into some balls. Right, now we're going to set these aside and move on to the next stage. I thought I'd show you what it's looking like at 35 minutes, and I've just basted it and it's going back in the oven. Time to boil the potatoes. So we've got here some rosemary and thyme, and I'm putting some Maggi, just 1/2 of a Maggi seasoning cube, in with some salt. I'm giving this a generous teaspoon of salt. I've used 2 large potatoes and 2 small ones and just cut them into small pieces. Right, we're going to boil these until they're fork tender. You don't want them to mash out, but just soft enough so you can get really crispy and fluffy potatoes. So once we've brought it to the boil, we're just going to cover it and let it do its thing. So I'll see you back for the next stage. Okay, these are done. I'm going to drain them. I've fluffed the potatoes up a bit, and now I'm going to add some jerk spice onto this now. I said I was doing a complete twist fusion on this Sunday roast dinner, and I wasn't playing. So we're just going to mix that all up, and we're going to transfer it to the tray with the hot oil. Right, I've basted the potatoes now, and I've got garlic, rosemary and thyme in this infused oil, and now we're going to pop it in the oven and roast it for about 45 to 50 minutes. Right, just let's flip it. Right, this is going back in for 20 to 25 minutes or until cooked. Time to make the Yorkshire pudding. 1 cup plain flour. We're going in with 3 eggs. Let me wash my hands. Whisk until smooth. Time to add some milk, using full fat milk here. I'm gonna add a 1 3/4 cup milk. Let's mix. Time to add some flavors. Some thyme. These are the big, bold flavors. Right, that's just going to give this Yorkshire pudding a little bit of Caribbean twist. Right, I'm going to set this aside until I'm ready to use it. We're going to move on to making some dressing for our salad. Okay, I'm char grilling some orange and some pineapple slices, 1 for the salad and 1 for the dressing. So I'll be back when I'm making the dressing. Time to squeeze in the charred orange in here. I'm trying to get like a barbecued flavor to this, so that's why I griddled it. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Time to introduce some olive oil. About 1.5 tablespoons. Teaspoon Dijon mustard. Some honey to taste. About 1 teaspoon. And some jerk marinade. Salt and black pepper. Lid on. Give this a good shake. Let's give that a taste. Yum. Gonna set this aside now. Let's move on to the next. Let's prep the salad. So some charred grill pineapple. Just going to take the skin off and we're just going to chop them. I've peeled the orange and now I'm just going to cut it up into pieces and add it to the bowl. I'm going to add some watercress. I've just washed the watercress and I'm just going to let them sit there and drain off whilst I chop the coriander and the mint. Wow, it smells so beautiful. Mint and the coriander. Wow, packs a punch. Let's add the herbs. In with the watercress. I'm going to get in here with my hand and I'm just going to mix everything together. How lovely does this charred citrus herb salad looking? I can't even speak. Right, we're going to set that aside until we're ready to add the dressing we made earlier. Claudie Cook's kitchen is smelling like a tropical island of the Caribbean right now. I wish you could smell it. It's time to put the stuffing in the oven. Time to pour the Yorkshire pudding batter. These are going in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes at 230 Celsius. Let's make the popping sauce for the jerk. I'm gonna add some mango chutney. I'm going in with 1 tablespoon, followed by some finely chopped mango, homemade jerk seasoning, well, the marinade, and that's about 2 tablespoons. 1 tablespoon of ginger, and 1 tablespoon each of all the following ingredients. And some barbecue sauce of choice. Some more red stripe beer. And we're also going to take some of the juices from the jerk chicken and we're going to add it to that, and we're going to stir it, cover it, and let it simmer for about 5 to 6 minutes. Just going to have a little taste. Wow, this tastes amazing. I'm going to add a little bit more brown sauce and a little bit more honey, and then we'll cover it and simmer it. Right, the sauce is done now. Let's have a taste. OMG. Yorkshires are done and potatoes are done. And there you have it, guys. My classic British fusion Jamaican jerk chicken Sunday dinner with all the trimmings and my popping sauce over there. Look at this jerk chicken, all done in the oven. Delicious. And my charred herby salad over there. Coleslaw. Yes. Enjoy.
Cloudy cooks bring sunshine into your life with some lovely food and Caribbean spices. Cloudy cooks bring sunshine into your life with some lovely food and